This is Crash TV.
It's Friday the 5th of September, it's Crash TV Episode 9, and this is the Bike Special. I'm Jez, producer here at Criterion.
And I'm Matt, and here's where we find out what's coming up in this show.
Today on Crash TV.
You'll go face to face with our unusual suspects as they take on the brand new motorcycle challenges.
We head down to the Leipzig game convention to see how the bikes went down on the PC version of Burnout Paradise.
We'll bring you the Burnout team's favourite biking moments.
We'll meet the Criterion engineers and find out just what it takes to work on Burnout.
And of course, we'll bring you the latest from our community. Wow. It's a big show.
Lots going on.
I think this is the biggest show that we've done yet. What are you most looking forward to, Matt?
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see the engineers describing what it takes to become an engineer, games engineer at Criterion.
Absolutely, that's part 2 of our How to Get a Job in Games special. Last show we talked about art, and next show is going to be production and design, so That's the big one.
Come on.
Crash TV Breaking News.
I'm Doug McConkey. It's Friday the 5th of September. Here's the breaking news. In the last report, Nakamura Industries announced 2 bikes for the Burnout Paradise Bikes Pack, the FV1100 street bike and the Firehawk V4 racing bike. This time, we can confirm that the pack also contains 2 secret bikes. Players demanding full details of these bikes have been encouraged by Nakamura Industries to check out the pack and play through the all-new bike gameplay to unlock them. With the bikes pack just around the corner, we can exclusively confirm the exact contents of Criterion Games' latest free Burnout pack. Here are the facts. The new pack will be released imminently. It will contain the following: 4 motorcycles with a choice of male and female riders and matching paintwork. 70 all-new challenges, that's 35 regular free burn challenges and 35 featuring multiple objectives and countdown timer for against-the-clock gameplay. 38 new time challenge races, known as burning rides. A fully customizable 24-hour system featuring variant traffic conditions and night gameplay. 38 night time challenge races, known as burning rides. 64 new road rules record times to beat on bikes throughout the city. A dynamic weather system bringing an all-new look to Paradise City as fog and haze rolls in and out of the city at any time of the day. The pack has been confirmed as a free software update for Burnout Paradise. Unconfirmed reports have reached us of an exciting new competition that will be announced during the so-called Community Couch part of this episode of Crash TV. Although rumours cannot be confirmed at this stage, the competition is believed to centre around the imminent release of the new Burnout Bikes Pack challenges and could enable the winner to leave their mark in Paradise City permanently. That's it from me.
Okay, here we go with the traffic report. So what we're looking at this time is where vertical takedowns have appeared. So actually what a vertical takedown is when one player hits another player and takes them down by landing on their roof. So it's a really cool one. So the usual suspects appear. We've got the airfield, the jump from the dam, we've got the Big Surf Beach. Actually in the tunnel, I can see a hotspot there, so that tells us that you're doing one of our time challenges. And similarly towards the southern end of that middle section of Paradise City, down towards South Bay Expressway, we can see that, I think it's around Harbour Town, we can see that players are doing some of those takedown challenges that are on the Cagney edition. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to T-bone takedowns. This is very interesting because we can see where players slam sort of parallel into the middle of another player's car. So of course you've got all the usual play hotspots here. And of course the airfield. So we thought it would be fun just to take a look at exactly what goes on at the airfield.
That was the traffic. Now back to the studio.
Great report. Thanks a lot, Doug. Hey, Jez, I hear Doug's moving house. He's moving from Frankie's campground up to the country club.
Oh, really? From the trailer park up to the country club? Moving up in the world.
He
I wonder where he's getting the money from.
Well,
very suspicious. I think a little bit of moonlighting for the Paradise City Herald.
You could be right.
Last week, Professor Follett went to Germany where he took Burnout Paradise PC to the Leipzig game convention. Let's see how he got on.
Crash TV Spotlight.
So to talk about his experience at the Leipzig game convention, let's welcome to the black settee, Mr. Matt Follett.
Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
I'm back.
Oh, not a round of applause. Not a round of applause.
Lovely Guildford.
Back and coping with the jet lag from Germany. There.
Incredible 1 hour difference. Yeah.
It must be tough. It must be tough. So tell us about the show. What can we expect if we go to Leipzig?
Well, it was at Leipzig last year. It's here this year. It won't be there again, unfortunately. That was the last one at Leipzig. Yeah, it's Cologne next year.
Oh, wow.
In Cologne.
I got to go
good
there.
Replacement.
Leipzig, amazing place. The actual town, very old, gigantic architecture. And the conference centre was no different. It was modern, but it was absolutely massive. Lots of glass and steel sort of main structure, and then 5 different halls.
5?
Yeah, I only discovered the last 2 of them on the Saturday, but...
Wow,
it's a big public show, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, there was one day of journalists, so on the Wednesday it opened up for the first time, they got to play the games. It was pretty quiet, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, all consumers. And Friday and Saturday were just chaos. It was just packed. We had families come along, we had girlfriends playing the game with their boyfriends that come along, and a complete mixture. It was brilliant watching them play.
What was the setting like? What was it? Because we were part of the EA stand, right?
Yeah, the EA stand was a bit different to everyone else. Everyone else is sort of focused on 1 or 2 games. EA had an amazing lineup, over a dozen games, all truly world class,
right.
All packed into one area. So it was very different to everyone else's. You could sort of walk a few yards and you'd see 3 amazing games.
Oh, you see, that's it. The benefit of being part of EA is it's the big company, and that's great. But the challenge is standing out next to a bunch of other great games.
Yeah, it is. Some of my favourites. There was like Red Alert 3. I'm looking forward to that. And there was a couple of the Valve games. Left 4 Dead's looking great.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. And there's Crisis Warhead that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
And then we had all our handheld games, like Hasbro stuff. It was a complete mix, all in one confined area. And then obviously Burnout Paradise with our 4 pods, each triple screen.
I bet that was that's the only game running in there on 3 screens.
Yeah, it definitely attracted people. People walk past and like, wow, what's that? And the game looks stunning. Big credits to the PC team getting it ready for the show. There was like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was a big push. Those guys were really going for it those last couple of weeks.
And we managed to ramp up the graphics quality. We had all of the content you're going to see in bikes. We had bikes night and day, offline, online, all in there. People had such a variety of things to choose and play. We wanted to show them what Burnout was all about. So it was get them into a race, get them into a road race, show them the variety of cars, let them just drive around and crash into things.
Yeah.
But it was good to see people smiling and laughing playing our game.
Brilliant. And you were on hand to deliver a bit of the personal message, give it the Professor Follett personal touch.
I was there 6 days.
6 days.
8 till 8 every day.
Wow.
I was dedicated.
And we've actually got a little bit of footage of you demoing the game in a slightly unorthodox fashion.
The guitar again. They got me up on stage trying to demonstrate playing Burnout Paradise with a guitar. Obviously on PC we wanted to show you could play the game with whatever controller you had. So we got a couple of willing volunteers up on stage, showed them how to play it, and there's some good prizes up for grabs. The winner, which was voted for by girls screaming at the end of the competition, they actually won a petrol-driven remote control Burnout Paradise themed car, and it was a really good way to round off a great time at Leipzig.
Some great footage there of Professor Follett at Leipzig on the guitar. So now it's time to welcome our second guest to Crash TV this week. It's time to bring in Pete Lake.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, come on, Pete.
Hey everyone.
So Pete, you are the producer of the Bike Pack.
I am indeed, looking after that whole team. It's a fantastic job.
That is a fantastic job, and so we're doing a feature next in the next show, which will be how to get a job as a producer, and we'll talk a bit about that. But in the meantime, can you tell us a bit about what you do on this pack?
Yeah, I've been working with the engineers, the designers, the artists to bring all of the pieces of the giant puzzle that are bikes together so that you guys at home get to play it. Really.
Wow, so you're the man who brings it all in.
That's the plan, yes.
Excellent. Well, so what can we look forward to then? There's a bike pack coming, and we've talked a bit about it on the site, but if you want to give us like a brief overview, what can people expect?
We are just really trying to offer something new for Burnout players. So we've taken the experience of driving, put it on 2 wheels. We've added a character for the first time ever in a Burnout game, so you see a person. We've tried to make this a really accessible experience. It's all about a new way of driving in Burnout.
Yeah, and I think that one of the things that we've said before, this is bikes in paradise. This isn't Burnout on bikes.
Yeah, this is not Burnout on bikes. It's not a bike simulation either. We haven't gone down. Lots of other games do that very well. We're trying to deliver a really fun, accessible bike experience. So you get there, 2 wheels, you can drive around. It's not as it's not as easy to crash as it is in a car. We just want you to be motoring around and enjoying driving and actually riding.
Great fun
Paradise
bikes.
City. Absolutely.
I see this as it's such a massive deal for us, and I don't think we've overstated it enough, really.
No, I think I'm kind of used to it now.
Yeah,
I've been playing it for the last few months, and it's just kind of bike's brilliant.
If you think about our sort of a whole idea about we released this game in January, we want to continue to extend and enhance it through the course of updates, and we've had big free packs of content, and then this one is just such a massive
It is, because it's not just the vehicle. We're not just giving you a bike to ride on. We're giving you...
I think that's a really important point. I mean, we've talked about game-changing content, and every pack we've done so far this year has delivered something bigger and more dramatic to Burnout, something newer and fresher for the franchise. And I think that, this one above all else is, we could just stick a couple of bikes in and that would be it. But I think it's important to bring a whole load of new gameplay, almost a whole new game.
So we've got new bikes. There are 4 bikes in the whole game. I'll tell you that now. You get 2 of them out of the box.
Ah, nice. So we've only talked about 2. So
well, there you go.
Yeah, so
there's
2
4 in the
bikes
game.
on the way.
There's 2 to start with. You've got a whole new license. That's a whole new set of events. Not at every junction in the world, but there's a whole new 38 new events that you can play, which are these burning rides, which are you against the clock. We've also got 70 online challenges, which are split between time challenges that we added in Cagney, game-changing content, and also original Freeburn challenges. So there's an awful lot of content for you to play on your own and with your friends.
Excellent. And a little later in the show, we'll be seeing some of the Burnout team play a few of those bike challenges.
Yes, I think they had a bit of fun doing that.
They did, as always, hard at work on the challenges.
Yeah.
So how do I get the pack? So, I mean, a lot of people will be kind of wondering, brilliant, new bikes, where do I go to buy it? What's the deal there?
Most importantly, this is free. This is a free content upgrade we're giving to Burnout Paradise players. So all you need is a copy of Burnout Paradise. So if you don't have one and you're watching this, go out and buy one. Retail.
Yep.
Easily get one of those. And as soon as it's up live, you just put your game disc in and the game will automatically update with this content for you. So you need to be connected online. You need to have an internet connection on your console to get this.
Great. So I just slam the disc in,
Paradise. Run the game as you would have been every day usually, and on that specific day, it will just update itself.
It's so exciting, this. I just think if you haven't got the game now, it's like, brilliant. You look at the back of the box, you'd be thinking, this looks pretty good, I'll get it. Stick it in the PlayStation, it's just like bang, 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 update after update. You're going to get Cagney, you're going to get all the fixes we made with the previous pack.
Absolutely.
You're going to get the new game modes, you're going to get the bikes. Incredible package,
absolutely.
really.
So when you've got the bikes, you'll just go into your junkyard and they'll just be there, waiting for you. It is a very different experience than driving the car, and even going back to the car after being in the bike, you really do feel the difference. But getting on that bike, pulling the throttle and head into the mountains as the sun sets with our new night and day.
It is amazing. People wheeling it past you, and so much kind of space on the road as well. Like if you've got 7, 8 cars all packed in together, it's that's a Burnout experience. But this is so different with the different feel of the bikes and a bit more room on the road, and absolutely awesome.
Well, I think you've been talking to the team a little bit.
We have. So we thought we'd cut straight to exactly that feature and see what the team reckon to the new Burnout bike pack.
Crash TV Spotlight.
Right, what's my favourite thing on bikes? I'd have to say the wheelies. I mean, everyone loves wheelies, don't they?
The best thing for me about bikes is the sheer sense of speed. Twisting in and out of the corners, you just get that real sense of anything can happen around the next corner.
I'm enjoying riding the motorbikes up through the mountains, over the jumps, through the tunnels.
My favourite thing about the bikes are the cool wheelie donuts you can do, especially around the baseball stadium at the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, my favourite bit of doing bikes is doing a wheelie donut, then coming out of a wheelie donut and seeing how long you can last, just doing a normal wheelie, so you can beat 2,000 yards.
I love the new nighttime stuff on the bike, it's just ridiculous. You can't even open your eyes, it's so scary.
So there you see how the team got to play the bikes. So thanks a lot, Pete, for taking us through that.
Not a problem. It's good to be here, guys.
Oh, that's cool. So really, really excited about that. So what you've seen there is a massive effort from all parts of the studio in bringing the bike pack to you, and in particular a huge effort from our engineering guys. And we're going to bring you the second part on how to get a job in games. And here's where some of our engineers tell you exactly what it takes.
Crash TV Spotlight.
Hey Ian, how's it going?
Hi Jez, how are you?
Not bad. So we've been travelling the team area, chatting to people from all sorts of different disciplines on the game, and we finally found our way to engineering. So
okay.
we thought you'd be a good person to speak to about gameplay programming and what that is, and how you can kind of get into it.
Yeah, so there's lots of different areas of programming the game, lots of different specialisations that people have. Some people do graphics, physics. But gameplay is the bit that really takes the design from the designers and puts it in the game.
And so it's an amazingly technical role. I mean, it's not something that you can kind of just decide you're into games and then pick up. So programming any of this stuff seems incredibly complex. What do you need to be a programmer?
You need, it's difficult to describe. It's a certain sort of person that tends to be good at programming. Very good at maths. It's all about the maths and logic, and a lot of practice. So yeah, that's about it.
And what was your what was your background? What are your qualifications?
So, university, I did a master's degree in software engineering. So I came from a very computer programming background. I answered adverts in the back of Edge magazine. Got a job at Rare. I was only there very briefly before I came to Criterion. And I've been there ever since. 5.5 years ago.
Fantastic.
I've been working on Burnout ever since. First Burnout I worked on was Burnout 2. Been
right from
programming
back then.
on every single one.
5.5 years, it's the big session. And so what keeps you here? What do you love about Criterion?
Oh, it's just an enjoyable place to work, especially doing gameplay. Although it's very technical, I can get all the technical skills in use. Also quite creative working with the design. And it's good to see the result at the end of it. Always very, very rewarding to see that.
Yeah, always great to work on a great game.
Yeah.
So we're going to chat with Gary now and see if he agrees with you. So Gary works on your team, on the gameplay engineering team.
That's right. Everything he says is lies.
Cool, let's find out.
Okay.
Hey Gary, how's it going?
All right, Jez, how you doing?
Yeah, not bad. So Gary, you're a gameplay programmer?
I am, yeah, on Burnout Paradise.
We just had a chat with Ian. He told us everything you were about to tell us is a lie.
That's typical of him, so thanks Ian.
So what was it you did on Burnout Paradise?
I worked on a lot of things on Burnout Paradise, not just gameplay. I also worked on the tools team and gameplay, and I've done things like game modes, unlock systems, trigger systems, various things like that.
Yeah.
And basically called upon to do almost anything any day, which is a typical day at Criterion. A lot of us had to swap over and be quite versatile in what we did, because quite an intense development period.
Yeah, so versatility key for anyone
Absolutely.
out there who
on the gameplay team.
To become an engineer, you'd say, like, if you're going to go gameplay, then versatility and
definitely. I mean, you could be doing something different every day. I mean, working on tools to help designers get stuff in the game, or working on a trigger system, game modes, anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And so, what was your start then? How did
I start?
To be a gameplay coder?
Like a lot of people at Criterion, I went to the University of Teesside in Middlesbrough. I'd done a HND, a BSc, and an MSc, and came here after. But in between that, I worked for the NHS for a while, and then came here.
I didn't know they did games there.
No, yeah, they do fantastic ones. Yeah, they do at the waiting lists anyway. But after I applied here, I mean, I've had offers for other places like financial places in London, but you've got the choice of going to a games company or working in a bank.
Pretty easy choice to make.
I think it is.
So how long have you been at Criterion?
I've been about 2.5 years now. 2.5 years. So I was here near the beginning of Paradise and went all the way with it.
Yeah. And what is it that makes Criterion what makes it a different place to work than, for example, the NHS?
Well, it's very different, I'll put it to you that way. I mean, our facilities are a lot better, surprisingly, or unsurprisingly, depending on what you read. But I think here's just a great place to work. It's just everyone's up for making good games. That's what we try and do.
Yeah.
And we usually do make good games. So.
Are you a Burnout fan?
I am. I'm 202. It was the first 202 in the office.
202. So you've completed everything in the game.
I've got 1,000 on 360. I've got 202. So 101 both platforms. I've even got 1,000 on Revenge. So
hardcore.
Yeah, I am hardcore.
Well, that's a good report. Those guys absolutely love it here.
Well, what's not to love? I mean, it's one thing that certainly that I found from being at Criterion is there's tons of creative energy. There's a real passion for games here and a real strive for perfection, and that's a great environment to work in.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant, and I think the thing that I've noticed really, it's always been like that here. We always feel like we've been at the cutting edge of development, doing something interesting, doing something that no one else is doing, and certainly with the Year of Paradise, with our transformation of a disc game that went out in January, a complete transformation just through downloadable content. That feels again like we're doing something that nobody else is doing. So I'm always excited to be here.
Absolutely.
And so how long has it been, Matt? I think we wanted to
this
talk
week
about
I celebrate my 18th year at EA and Criterion.
18 years.
Yeah, so it's been a long time, and certainly I can say that this is the most exciting. So,
do we employ anyone who's younger than the amount of time you've spent?
I'm sure
here?
there is. I'm sure we've got some QA testers that probably weren't born.
Amazing. So also this week, the Unusual Suspects got together, speaking of a cutting edge and high energy work environment, to play the bike challenges, and here they are to show how those went. Before we do that, let's just chat quickly about what are challenges in Burnout Paradise.
Well, if you haven't come up with what we call free burn challenges, they are simple, fun tasks for players to get together and cooperate and do these things online, and they range from being like really simple meetups at a particular location to doing perhaps some more in-depth stuff. And we've only ever done them in cars before, and if you've been online and there's over 400 of them are available to you in cars. Now it's the first time that we've done these in bikes, so it's going to be great to see just how they work. And here's the Usual Suspect showing you exactly what to do.
Crash TV Spotlight.
Okay, so here we are at night on some bikes, and got a few of my friends in here. We're just going to have a bit of fun doing some of the cooperative challenges. Try and help each other complete some of the game. Let's see what we've got to choose from. Let's just do a nice free burn one. Don't want the time pressure. Okay, here's one nearby. Going to get to the downtown park first. Of course, being first there, even though it's not timed, is always good. So I'm going to try and beat everyone else. Got to watch out on the bikes though, they're quite fragile. If you hit something, you're going to come off pretty quickly. But I still think I'm going to get there first, so let's take a shortcut through the park. Wait for the tick. Ooh. Oh no, I've got to be on top. Okay, so the challenge is we've all got a wheelie for 3,600 yards in the park. Could prove interesting, a lot of crossing roadways. Staying down the bottom here. So you can get the 3,600 first. Of course, wheeling is something that cars couldn't do, but you can do them on a bike. Well done, everyone. That's pretty quick.
Okay, so here we are outside Nakamura Motors, and now the challenge is we have 6 minutes for all of us to get 5 seconds worth of airtime. So let's all head on down Nakamura Motors and see how much airtime we can get. Oh no, okay, so I've got just under 2.5 seconds worth of airtime. And here everybody is trying to set one of the fastest times, I think, because everyone's doing pretty well here. Let's hope we get well under the 6 minutes we've been given. Oh look, someone's already finished. Webster's finished. Okay, I'm just under the 5 second mark. I've just got 0.7 seconds left to get. Oh well, looks like I'm not the last at least, that's good. There we go, okay, I've done it. Okay, who are we going to be waiting on to get through this? Oh, it looks like we're waiting on Matt to get through. Hey, we're finished. Oh, jeez, okay. Okay, everyone's got to get out to the amphitheatre. So that's why we have 6 minutes. Okay. Everyone's racing. I could potentially be first here. Oh no, somebody's way out in front of me. Oh no, been overtaken again. Okay, me. I'm first one there. Okay, just waiting for everyone else to pile in. Okay, 2 more left. Just waiting on 1 more person here.
Way to go! Challenge complete.
That was well done. That's a real nice time actually. Just over 2 minutes. 2 minutes 9.
Okay, so here we are. I'm going to show you one of the bike challenges called Platform by the Dam. So here it is, or Platform Form as one of our designers has so eloquently put it. So here we are, we're all trying to drive down to the dam as soon as we can, and this is it. So this is what it's like with bikes in Paradise City. As you see, it's very different for us. Ooh, much more nimble than a normal car. So, as you see, everyone's congregating down there already. Matt Follett's there already. That's Professor Follett for all you people out there. Just driving down. Oops. Oh, bit of a harsh crash there with the bike. So here we are. We've got to try and get on the platform halfway on the dam. So not on Geldard, not on Casey, but halfway. So this is how we do it. So as we're driving down, turn around here or crash like I did, and just slowly come out on the side here. Just land on it. Oh, so we're going to make it, we're going to make it. Oh, I've just about made it. Almost too easy. Just got to wait for the other guys to get down here. And this is the trick. Try not to crash into each other because you'll get respawned down on the floor and you don't want to have to do it again. Just waiting up from there. There's Matt, there's Casey G, who, well, with that being my name, it's actually someone else playing that one at the moment. Here's come Watt Street. Fantastic, that was a great landing. Who's coming next? Got Webster Elites trying to come down from the other side. Let's see him come down. Oh, there he is. Just waiting for E&A. Oh, Webster Elite didn't make it. He's got to try and do it again. That's okay, we'll wait for him. Here he comes again. Perfect. Next up, oh, E&A's coming down. As you see, he's on the bottom left of the map. He's orange. Come on, E&A. Here he comes. Here he comes. It's going to be a big one. And it's a big one. Will he do it? Done it. Challenge complete. Perfect.
So that's a little flavour there of what happens in a bike challenge, and we'll be back next week with the usual suspects, or the unusual suspects, to bring you Stunt Run, which is another game mode. And I mean, just talking about bike challenges there, I do love challenges in the game. For me, it's always I'm not a really skillful gamer. I'm not brilliant at playing the game, and what I enjoy about challenges is just kind of getting together and collaborating from, with a whole team. So some really skillful players, some terrible players, and all of the kind of banter that comes about as a result.
And
of
I think that's what makes Burnout Paradise different as an online experience. Lots of other games are very, very, very competitive, and so there's quite a barrier for new players coming online. I really do, if you haven't tried any challenges, get online. There's a lot of people out in the community that really love doing them and make it a very welcoming place. So if you haven't tried challenges, get online, give them a go. The bike pack's going to be with you very soon, so you'll be able to actually play in cars and on in bikes.
Brilliant. Well, speaking of the Burnout community, I'm going to head for the community couch and see what those guys have been up to this week. All right, so back on the community couch, and for anyone new to the show, this is where you get a chance to send us something in, and we'll read it out or stick it on the wall, and it's kind of the area for the fans. I've got 3 postcards I wanted to read this week. The first one is actually unnamed, and it comes from Longwood Gardens in Canada. And the reason we wanted to show this one, because it's a great little postcard, was there's no name on it. We send you a postcard if you send us one, but only if you give us your name. So if this is your postcard, get in touch with us. We're on mailbag@criteriongames.com, and we'll send you a postcard back. Next postcard here, really bizarre one. It says, "Hello Criterion, this is my second postcard. This one my granny sends to you from Scotland. She's on holiday." We wanted to read this one from Crazy Stoff, who's a regular fan of the show. Crazy Stoff designed 2 of the cars in the game right now, the Inferno Hippie Wagon and the Hunter Steel Oval Racer, in a competition that we ran previously. And we're going to do another competition, which I wanted to announce right now. We're about to ship the bikes pack, and it's exciting news for us. And we wanted to reward the first player to complete one of the bike challenges. So all you need to do is get the pack, make sure you're online, finish one of the challenges, and we'll know who you are. So we'll be announcing a winner for that in the show straight after the bikes pack goes out. And the prize that we'll be giving away there will be the opportunity to name a part of our brand new island location. So that'll be a house or a location or a street, and we'll work with the winner to come up with some cool thing on that. And the final postcard comes from Michael in Singapore. Michael writes, "I love the game. I think maybe you can also get an advertising campaign going to boost game sales. Peace and love, folks. Burnout Team rocks." A few weeks ago, we got sent an amazing video which made us all laugh. It was the Burnout Team heads on some German rockers with an amazing Burnout Paradise backdrop. You can see this now, and it just was an absolutely brilliant video. And we thought this is a great contribution from some big-time fans. This week, they sent us something even better. If you want to check that out, it'll be featured at the end of the show. In the meantime, here's a quick snippet, and then I'm back to the studio.
Wow, some amazing stuff coming from the community. It's amazing. We just never know what we're going to get from anyone.
You do not, and it could be absolutely anything.
And generally is.
Anything and everything from the community. Here's what's coming up on next week's show. Next time on Crash TV, our unusual suspects will be finally playing Online Stunt Run.
We'll be taking you on a magical tour of Paradise City, showing the highlights of Burnout's incredible game world.
We're taking a closer look at mugshots.
And we've got part 3 of our series, How to Get a Job in Production and Design.
And of course, bringing you the latest from the community. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Crash TV 10. In the meantime, it's been me, Jez.
And me, Matt. Goodbye.
Goodbye. We'll leave you with 3 type in.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, danger.
Big thanks to 3 type in there, some dedicated Burnout fans. We'll catch up with those guys in an interview next time.
Mailbag@CriterionGames.com. Mail us at Criterion Games, Onslow House, Onslow Street, Guildford, Surrey, GU1 4TN in the UK.